what it is, Wagwan. This is Sports Time Zone. In this thing, yours truly, brother Moomsy. I got my guys, holla.
Yeah, TZ Day, what's happening, my peoples?
You the beat in the building was good.
Y'all know what it is. We the only sports podcast out there doing it like this. Only podcast bringing you two different generations of sports takes. We in here. This is the NFL. We're going into what, week number 8? This is week 8 of NFL. But also, this is also the NBA tip-off night.
Go!
Tip-off for the NBA.
Yo.
We got a live show for y'all. Hey, TZ, before we get any further, let them know what they got to do.
Man, y'all go hit that like, share, subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? And follow us on Instagram, sportstime_zone. We still over there. We still posting. We still making it happen. So go ahead and get them followers up. You feel me? We need y'all support.
Let's get them up. That's what we trying to do. That's what's up. Shout out to goodlifeclothing.com. Shout out to KE Creations. Shout out to Gene Hennigan. Salute to everybody out there in Cyberland that's been showing us love. And y'all keep them views coming. Man, we ain't even gonna waste no time though. My brother, Q the beat. We ready.
Let's get it.
We ready. This is the NBA basketball season tip-off, man. We got a game already going on. We watching the Celtics right now jump all over the New York Knicks. Oh, y'all New Yorkers out there, I know y'all ain't happy with what y'all seeing right now, but hey, it's a long season. We're gonna see what happens. But man, me and TZ was talking the other night, and we was talking about the NBA basketball season that's about to start and that's about to come up. So we like, yo, who do we think is going to be the top teams in the East that's going to make the playoffs, the top 6, and who going to be the top 6 teams in the West that makes the playoffs? So without further ado, we have our top 6 Eastern teams and our top 6 Western Conference teams in the NBA. Let's get this thing started, TZ, because my list, I love my list. My list is always, I take pride in my list of my top teams. So let's run it down the line for all y'all people who's wondering who the Sports Time Zone got as a top 6 teams in the East, and who gonna be the top 6 teams in the West. TZ Dave, start this thing off.
Which one you want to do, East or West first? How you feeling?
Let's go East Coast to the West Coast. Let's start on the East.
Sure.
We'll start off in the East. And what we looking like?
For my first East Coast team, I'm going to go with the defending champions, Boston Celtics.
Okay.
He ain't feel good about it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what's up.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to get them boys their respect, so I'm going to put them at 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel you.
All right. You got number 1, Boston Celtics. All right, who you got at number 2 then, TZ?
At 2, no brainer, Milwaukee Bucks.
You ain't gonna come off them Bucks, man. You gonna definitely stay. I already know. And you would probably pick the Bucks 1 through 6 if you could.
You feel me?
Yep.
All right, who you got at number 3?
At number 3 in the East, I'm gonna go Knicks at number 3.
Okay. You got your New York Knicks at number 3.
Not my New York Knicks.
Yo.
Not my New York Knicks. The New York Knicks.
Their New York Knicks.
The New York Knicks.
3. Okay. Who you got at number 4, TZ?
Number 4, I'm gonna go Philadelphia.
Philly. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. You know, we got Embiid. They got playoff P coming over there. They also got Maxey is still there. So I like Philly. Philly, if as long as they stay healthy, they'll be all right. And I ain't mad at your number 4. But who you got at number 5?
Number 5, I'm gonna go Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 5.
You got the Cavs, number 5. Okay, Cavs made some noise last year in the playoffs.
I believe in Donovan Mitchell. I like Donovan Mitchell. I believe in Mitchell. Tee them boys up.
I like that. I ain't mad at your 5. So who you got as the number 6 team in the East taking that last playoff spot?
Number 6, I'm gonna go.
You still got the Pacers out there. We still got My Heat is still
Magic
out there.
We got the
Still
Heat
got
out
Orlando out there. So who's gonna get that spot out of those teams?
there. I'm gonna go 6 in Miami.
Okay, 305, y'all. Miami in the building. Shout out to my Heat. I know y'all see that. TZ, much love to you on that. I appreciate you.
It was between them and the Pacers that was crossing my mind.
My list look a little similar to yours. It's a little similar, something like that. My number one team, I got the world champion Boston Celtics at number one.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I don't like the Celtics, and everybody knows, I don't like nothing about Boston except for the clam chowder that come out of there. Like I was telling Q, I don't like nothing else in Boston. But I got the Celtics at number one. Number two, I got the Milwaukee Bucks because the star power. You know, I gotta respect Giannis, arguably the best player in the entire Eastern Conference. And I gotta respect Dame Lillard, arguably the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. So I gotta go with those boys.
Especially this year, he about to be on the revenge.
I can imagine. I think he's gonna go on a tear. I think he's gonna really, really, really go off. So yeah, I gotta show love for them. Number three, I like Philly. If they stay healthy, like I was saying, Philly can stay healthy, then they'll be all right. So I'm gonna roll with them at number three. Number four, the New York Knicks. All them changes that the Knicks made, I see them still being, because what was they last year? They was around 4, right? Or where were they?
They end up getting
no, they got
the 2 seed.
They got the 2. Okay.
Them and the Bucks were fighting back and forth, and they end up getting the 2. Bucks draw down to 3.
I still like them at number 4. Number 5, I'm gonna go with the team that actually beat them last year, and that's the Indiana Pacers. So I like the Pacers at number 5. Tyrese Halliburton, he's coming back. I think he's probably going to improve his game a bit. His game is already pretty good, but there were some moments where I felt like he could have made better decisions with the ball and made better shot selection. So I think he'll be better this year. So I like him at number 5 with the Pacers. And number 6, I'm going with the same squad that my brother TZ Dave picked at number 6, which is my Miami Heat. Didn't make a lot of changes or any changes at all in the offseason, but this is a contract year for Jimmy Butler. So I expect the best Jimmy that we've probably seen in some time. Tyler Hero put on a little bit of weight and a little muscle, so maybe he won't be such a defensive doormat that he's been in the past few years. So I like that. And just, continuity. Something's got to be said for having the same cohesive group together year after year.
Arguably one of the best coaches too in the East.
Erik Spoelstra, arguably, probably one of the best coaches in the league. Period.
Yeah, in the league too.
The East. So yeah, so that's who I got. Boston 1, Bucks 2, Philly 3, Knicks 4th, Pacers 5, Miami Heat number 6. Sorry, Cleveland, y'all didn't make my cut. I might regret that, but we'll see how they go. Q to B. Who's your 6 out of the East?
All right, so pretty much same list. I got Boston at number 1, unfortunately. Bucks, I got them at number 2. Really, I wish they could be number 1 because I'm a Giannis fan. Dame Lillard, y'all got to come on with it. I don't mind them winning at all.
Bucks at 6.
I got New York Knicks, but the way they looking today, I might have to switch that up. I don't know. Y'all better bring Knicks. Come on with it. I got Philly at number 4. Now at number 5, I got the Pacers. I got Pacers at 5, and I got Miami. It was a toss-up with Miami and Orlando.
Okay.
Cavs, I don't really got them in until they take care of the point guard issues. And then,
you don't like Darius Garland?
I mean, he good. I just think he need somebody that can help him also. Bring a better second point guard. Come on, that can actually, like a veteran or something like that.
Kind of think he got to play more defense.
Yeah, play defense and kind of teach him a little bit of the game a little bit more. But I like him though. He quick. He can shoot. But I don't really think that the Cavs, they kind of injury prone. You don't never really see them all playing together at the same time. So it's kind of with me for them.
Last year they did have some injury problems where they couldn't really be healthy all at the same time. Yeah.
So, but if they can be healthy, you know, I think they got a chance of sneaking in too. Same with Miami. Y'all just gotta stay healthy, man. Y'all just gotta.
That's the name of the game. I hope they listening. I hope y'all Heat boys look. If we can stay healthy, we're just as good as any team in the East. Like, Jimmy Butler being hobbled last season in the playoffs, that kind of sent us to an early exit out of the playoffs. And we still managed to win a game off of the Celtics without Jimmy Butler. We still managed to get a game. Everybody thought, oh, but you see, they're going to sweep you. They're going to sweep you without Jimmy Butler. Yeah, but we still came back and we won at least one game off of a Tyler Hero had to play out of his mind for us to get that win, but we still did that. So salute to my boys. So, all right, that's how the Eastern Conference is looking. Now, what are we looking at in the West?
It's gonna be good right here.
TZD.
How about you start? Q start on that list.
On the West, I gotta go with my boy Anthony Edwards. They definitely got the top team for right now. I think they a little bit better than the Mavericks with the moves that they made during the offseason. I think they did a good job. All right, number 2, I got Mavericks. I still got them up. You know, they still got a killer squad themselves.
Okay.
Number 3 was toss up between number 3 and 4 for me, but I went with Denver. I got Denver in at 3.
Okay.
4, I gotta give a shout out, man. My boy KD. I got Phoenix at 4. I think they still got a little something over there. As long as they can stay healthy, push a run with it. Number 5, I got the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Hey, rebuilding over there, but man, as long as you got Steph Curry, bro, you got Steph Curry, so that's nothing else to be said.
30.
And at number 5, I'm finna shock the world. I think my boy John Morant coming back with a vengeance. Coming in at number 6 spot. I got Memphis. Full healthy John Morant. Come on with it.
Okay.
I wanted to throw Wemby in there.
Okay.
But, I do got. If we were going for a set, I think Wemby and them can sneak in also. So be watching out for the Spurs and.
I like the moves the Spurs made.
Yeah, with Chris Paul. So they making some moves. So that's my 6.
Okay. Let me get my 6 in there. Yo, hey, Q, that was a fire 6. I ain't gonna lie. You got me with them last couple there. That was fire list. All right.
Yeah,
so here we go, bro. I know I'm saying out of building right now. Right. Yo, listen here, so. All right, yo. Number 1 in the West. Your boy got Minnesota Timberwolves, Ant-Man Edwards, Julius Randle now, Dante DiVincenzo, and they still got the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, in the middle. That's going to be a crazy starting 5. And on the back end, I believe Mike Conley is still there too, if I'm not mistaken. Last I checked, Mike Conley is still there.
And they got Jaden McDaniels.
And
they got Nas Reed. Still got the squad, really.
They got the squad. These boys could have easily been NBA champions last year if Karl Anthony Towns wouldn't have been such a big. I ain't gonna say it, but y'all know what it is, and it rhymes with cushy. If he wasn't a big, you know what. But anyway, number 1, Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 2, I'm going with the Denver Nuggets. They still got Joker. They still got Jamal Murray. They still got Porter. They still got their squad is still what it is. And I'm not ready for them to
got Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah, you know.
They did that.
That was a sneaky pick there. That was a sneaky pickup. So Denver as number 2. My number 3 team, the Dallas Mavericks. Yes, I know I know the Dallas Mavericks fell apart a little bit in the finals against the Celtics, but Luka was banged up. Luka wasn't the Luka that we seen him be all year long. That was a shell of himself, and he was still giving them buckets. I'm talking about giving them the business on a hurt bad leg. Kyrie Irving, we had to put an APB out on Kyrie Irving because he ain't show up in the finals. We ain't see too much Kyrie Irving in the finals. I was disappointed in the performance I seen from Kyrie, but this year, I don't expect that. I think Kyrie gonna come back going crazy. He gonna be spazzing on these cats. So I like Kyrie along with Luka and the Dallas Mavs and the rest of that squad too.
And they got a knockdown shooter.
They sure do. I like Dallas. So and then Klay Thompson, right? Klay Thompson is out there now. So Dallas at number 3. My number 4 team. These boys disappointed me last year in the playoffs. Kevin Durant, you let Anthony Edwards slow cook you like some brisket. And we're not going to make it if you do that again this year. But I still like Phoenix and the talented squad that they have as the number 4 team in the West. So Kevin Durant, if you're watching, or if anybody who knows Kevin Durant is watching, y'all talk to that man and let him know that he cannot be getting cooked like that in the playoffs no more, especially by somebody who looked up to you. Because I think Anthony Edwards said Kevin Durant is like his idol or something like that.
Yeah, favorite player.
Favorite of all time.
And he was giving KD the business and talking to him the whole time. So we can't have that no more, KD. I look for KD and whoever else is on the squad outside of Devin Booker and who's
Bill.
Bradley Beal. Y'all dudes, y'all gotta get it together. Y'all can't let that happen again.
The Suns, they got a point guard now. They got an official point guard.
Y'all got an official point guard now. Yeah. So really, it ain't no more excuses for you Phoenix Suns boys. I expect y'all to be much better. So number 4, Phoenix Suns. Number 5, I like the New Orleans Pelicans. That's right. I said it. I like my man Zion to come back this year and take off where he left. Remember, last time we seen Zion, he just gave LeBron 40. He gave LeBron 40 the last time we seen him play. Now, he had a mysterious leg injury out of the blue that I don't know. I still to this day, I don't know what happened to that man's leg. He went up for a layup, came down, and went straight to the locker room. And from there, their postseason went downhill. But now that they have a real point guard, they have DeJounte Murray. You still got CJ McCollum, who was kind of trash last year, but I expect him to be better this year. You still got the backup point guard Alvarado. You still got Brandon Ingram. You still have a squad, okay? So I expect New Orleans to snatch up that number 5 seed. Number 6, my number 6 team in the West is a little different from y'all boys. I could have went Golden State just like you did. I could have went, in another direction too with it's a couple other teams that I could have went with, but I'm going with the Sacramento Kings. That's right. De'Aaron Fox. The same De'Aaron Fox who ran circles around what's his name? Lonzo Ball when they was in college. He ran circles around him in college. Then he came in and a couple of years ago, he took the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry to 7 games. He took them to 7. They lost, but he still took them to 7. So I'm going to look for De'Aaron Fox, Keegan Murray, and the rest of them boys in Sacramento to have a really good, strong season.
And they do have DeMar DeRozan, too.
And DeRozan. Thank you, TZ, my brother. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 Minnesota, 2 Denver, 3 Dallas, 4 Phoenix, New Orleans, and 6 Sacramento. TZ, who is your 6 in the West?
Hey, I just want to say this. The West is about to be loaded and scary. And it's going to be crazy out there in the West. I'm very interested to see how it play out. But I think I got the best 6, man. I got some teams that y'all boys ain't even got on the floor, man. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Number 1, I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
I think Jokic is still one of the best players in the league, and especially in the West. They still have a stacked team. They just won a championship last year. So I still see Denver up there being one of the top contenders in the West. So I got Denver at 1. Number 2, I got I'm gonna go Minnesota at 2.
What? Okay, so you got Denver 1 and Minnesota 2. Okay, I ain't
Still got
mad. I'm
Anthony
gonna let you
Edwards.
get through your list.
I like
gonna tell you a list apart. Go
DiVincenzo
ahead.
coming there. They got Randall. They still got their team. Conley, McDaniels, Nas Reed. They still got some depth. So I'm going Minnesota at 2.
Okay, who number 3?
Number 3, I'm going to go OKC at number 3.
OKC at number 3. Yo,
I'm going to go OKC at 3.
I ain't mad at you on that though, but TZ, you see how them boys went out of the playoffs last year. They ran out of gas. So I ain't, you know what, this your list. I ain't gonna tear your list apart, but go ahead and continue. Salute to you, Carla. I see you, Carla. Shout out to you for watching. Appreciate you.
So who was at 3? I got that was OKC at 3. Number 4.
Number 4. This is TZ Dave's number 4. Come on, Dave.
Warriors.
Come out to play.
You know, I can't forget my boys. You know what I'm saying? I got Golden State at number 4. Steph
right.
Curry, Buddy Hill, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Pujansky. I mean, we loaded.
The whole lot of boy them. The whole lot of
He's
bomber
ain't
class
even
squad
doing
there.
that. Don't sleep on us. We got a deep team, man. Don't sleep on the Warriors, man. I'm trying to tell y'all boys, wake up, man. Warriors at 4.
That's kind of high, but go ahead, TZ.
Yeah. You know I can't leave my boys out, man.
I see. All right, who you got at number 5? Tell the folks
At
who is
number
your number
5,
5.
I'm gonna go Dallas Mavericks at number 5.
Okay. At least they got in. Number 5, Dallas. All right, I ain't mad. Who's your number 6?
Dallas Mavericks. Number 6. I'm gonna go Lakers. Got number 6. I'm gonna go Lakers.
Wow. Hey, shout out Cortez. See, TZ Dave picked your Lakers. So,
Hey, I didn't even pick my Lakers.
and yeah,
I got Denver number 1. I got Minnesota at 2. Got OKC at 3. Got the Warriors at 4.
okay.
Got Dallas at 5 and Lakers at 6.
That's a nice little lineup. All right. So we
Yeah.
all put in our squads and our picks. So we're gonna come back and revisit this around when the playoffs start, so we can see who is right, who is wrong, who is way off, and who just don't know what they talk about. Period. But that's some good stuff. So that's our number 1 through 6, ladies and gentlemen. So if y'all looking for tips or whoever y'all think is gonna win, just listen to us, because we be knowing what we talking about. Noomsy be knowing, TZ be knowing, and so does my man Q to beat. Now, that's the NBA, which the season is a long season, so we're gonna be locked into the NBA season all year long. So y'all make sure y'all tune in right here at the Sports Time Zone, because we're gonna bring it to you every single week the same way we've been doing. Now, let's switch it over to football real quick, because we had a lot of games that happened over this last weekend, and we got a lot of tallying up to do for the football season. This football weekend, it was fire. It was epic. There was some really dope games, and we're going to get into a couple of the key ones. The first one we're going to talk about is the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right.
Oh, it's 6-0. It's 6-0, man.
There are resident Chiefs fans that's in the building. Kansas City Chiefs, they took care of the San Francisco 49ers. They beat the 49ers pretty convincingly, and in doing so, they remain the only team left in the NFL that is undefeated. The Kansas City Chiefs have not lost a game yet. They're the only team that's left that hasn't lost. I think they're going to take an L pretty soon, because they ain't going to win every game. Noomsy said it first, so remember, you hear it here first. But based on what y'all boys saw, the 49ers, what's your assessment of where y'all stand right now? Well, how you feeling about your Chiefs based on what you seeing, what you saw, and how you feel like y'all gonna finish out the rest of the season? Let the people know. The people want to know.
All right, well, I feel good about the win. but I don't feel great. But I feel good, almost great. Reason why Patrick Mahomes still ain't played his best. He ain't played his best, not at all, really. He ain't really played that good since week 1. But that's the scary part, because when he does, I don't even think the game is gonna be close. Our defense is supreme, man. They on another level, man. They are relentless. They get after the quarterback. They make you throw the ball quick. They tackle. They force fumbles. They force interceptions. I mean, our defense is a legit defense. I've been saying that since for the last 3 years. I've been saying, hey, the stronghold of our team on the Chiefs is our defense. A lot of people overlooked it, but I'm like, man, Nick Bosa, that boy got something. Karlaftis, that boy got something. Brian Cook, that boy got something. These are our rookies. Trent McDuffie, that boy got something. Those were rookies at the time. So them boys showed that they can play. We got really Willie Gay. He was decent for us, and you know he man, we got some players on that defense, man. We put Connor in the game. We putting Jaden Hicks in the game. Rookies. We got rookies playing on defense, man. I mean, Spags know what he's doing. Long as he got that defense locked up like that, we good, man. Patrick Mahomes, come on with it.
You've been talking about y'all defense all season long, Q. You've been saying how good y'all defense is, and I gotta admit, man, y'all defense do look good.
Y'all going back to last year.
Yeah,
we still been standing on our defense.
Yeah, we've been saying that last year. Yeah,
expand on that, Dave. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Man, the Chiefs just. You see what they did last year, how they just stopped Lamar. They just made him think, and he had bad decision making, and it was times where he didn't know what he wanted to run or throw. And that's just credit to the Chiefs defense. They stepped up. They know the game plan. They followed the scouting report, and I think it just carried on to this year. And I feel like they're more confident in that too. So Chiefs defense is tough, and I think we are one or two best defense in the league. So let's keep it going.
I see that. Salute to you, Kev. I see you, Kev. Kev just popped into the viewer section.
Yeah, get your Knicks, boy. Get your Knicks, boy.
Hey, Kev, boy. I'm with your Knicks right now, boy. We look on the screen, man. Them Knicks, them Villanova boys ain't looking too good against Boston right now, man. But you know, we ain't gonna. I'm gonna let off the gas a little bit on your Knicks. But yeah, so Kansas City, getting back to that, Kansas City still the only undefeated team left in the NFL, but I think that's going to come to an end real quick. They must lose a bomber-clad game sooner or later. They can't win every broad-clad game. They have to lose soon. My 1972 Miami Dolphins is the only team in NFL history to run the blood-clad table and win every game from the first week of the season all the way to the Super Bowl. No other team did that before, and no other team will ever do that. So,
I feel you.
Next time,
hey, but we not really going for the undefeated, man. We going for the
right. We just want that Tracy.
Y'all trying to get that
Tracy, man. We just want that Tracy, man.
Because look, next week, next week we start starting receivers. We finna start Sky Moore, Xavier Worthy, Watson. I mean, this is what we got on the roster. So we down to second and third.
Travis Kelce.
Juju out with the hamstring. He might not start. And Mecole Hardman. So we on our third string of receiver core, bro, and we still winning.
And Mahomes about to make them boys look nice.
Yeah,
well, they already is nice.
Somebody need to tell Raji Rice mama to stop stealing stuff off people's porch. Let's talk about that. But that's for a whole nother show. We ain't gonna talk about that right now because Diesel was gonna go in on her, but I'm surprised he left it alone. Anyhow, shout out to you and your Chiefs again. Now, next topic. TZ, I gotta be the first person to give you your props. I gotta give you your props, and I gotta be the first to apologize to you. I said Russell Wilson was trash. I said Russell Wilson was done in the league. I say there's no way he gonna get that starting job back. And you stood firm the whole time. You said no, Russell gonna get back in there. He's still the starter. He's gonna get the job. And lo and behold, last week the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the New York Jets on Russell Wilson's comeback. Russell Wilson came back in the game into the starting lineup, and he looked great. I ain't gonna front. Russell Wilson does give Pittsburgh something that they didn't have with Justin Fields, and that's the deep ball threat. Like, I looked at the first pass that Russell Wilson threw up top, and it was literally a rainbow. It went up like the high arcing, deep ball that Justin Fields don't have. Russell Wilson got that, and he was on with it. He was on. He was hitting his target. I don't know how many yards he ended up with. I think it was over 200 something like that yards, and then he had a couple touches on top of that. So Russell Wilson looked good, and honestly, I feel like barring any type of collapse, I think the job is his now, which to me is kind of unfair to Justin Fields. I think it's unfair to Justin Fields because I don't think Justin Fields played trash to lose his job. He played well enough to keep the job. It's just that Tomlin wanted to see what Russell Wilson could do, and boy, did he ever show him what he could do. So I think that might be it for Justin, unless Russell gets hurt or he falls off a cliff or something like that. But yeah, so TZ, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to talk your ish and gloat and go ahead and tell us I told you so and all that, what you got to say. Go ahead, TZ, talk to us about Russell Wilson.
Man, remember all that talk y'all boys thought I was crazy when I put him on my top 10 list, man. I stood on that and I believed in that, and look at it. It's finally coming to the light. As long as Russell Wilson continues to play, I feel like he can still be the starter. They just look better. They open the pass game up. I see more play action. His passes are more accurate than Justin Fields. He can get them down the field. He just got them boys settled and like in a system where they can play, and they're like feel like they're used to playing with Russell Wilson more than Justin Fields. And I just feel like they're starting to rally around him. And I think Coach Tomlin sees that as well. So I think Russell Wilson will still be the starter moving forward. Let's see how he plays. I think he's going to keep it up, especially at home. But one thing I am interested to see is how they play against more better teams. I feel like they'll be more competitive still with Russell Wilson in the game. But I just want to see how they play against better teams, the more higher elite teams in the league. But other than that, man, I'm ready for Russell Wilson, man. He on my list still, man, top 10. So let's keep it going.
All right, good stuff. Good. Hey, Q to beat. Any observations on your part? I mean, looking at the numbers, can you give us a breakdown of what the numbers say and also what you saw with Russell Wilson?
He looked very good in the game. He went 16 of 29, 264, 2 touchdowns, no picks. I agree with TG when he does come in the game, and when you compare him to Justin Fields, it's like he's trying to drill the ball in certain spots too much. He don't have that quarterback touch. Well, Russell Wilson definitely can throw better than most of the quarterbacks in it. He still can throw. It's still Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champion. He should have had 2, but that's on the coach there. But he looked good in the game, man. I mean, I think he's gonna be the starter. I know George Pickens happy. He put up 111 yards and a touchdown. Najee Harris opened it up with the rushing. He got 104 today. I don't think he had 100 yards in a while. So, hey, that's good. Shout out to Russell Wilson. Do your thing.
Like your offense is flowing way more better with Russell Wilson.
Hey,
it does.
I got
like Fields hesitate too much.
Public apology to Mr. Sierra. I apologize, Mr. Sierra, for even calling you Mr. Well, you still gonna be Mr. Sierra to me until you win another Super Bowl. If you gonna win another Super Bowl, you always gonna be Mr. Sierra. But you got a lot of gas left in the tank, brother. I thought you was done. I thought you was finished. But TZ Dave told us all. He told the world. He told America, and we laughed at him. And especially Pressure. Pressure was really laughing at you. But Pressure, you got to hold. You and me and the rest of us who laughed at TZ. We all got to hold that. We got to hold the L. So, shout out to Russell Wilson.
And before this even happened, I'm going to say that Russell Wilson was already named the starter when the season was starting anyway. He just was hurt. So he never got a chance to play. So that's why really Justin Fields was in for him. But he did play decent enough, so they won games. So he didn't play bad. But now Russell Wilson is healthy and he ready. And you just seeing what he did.
Yeah. That again, I ain't see it coming. We all wrote him off, so that just goes to show you never know what somebody still got left in the tank, especially when they go on social media and they seeing everybody saying, oh, he's finished, he's done. Oh, this younger guy is much better than him. That could have been fuel for Russell. That could have been like, okay, I'm gonna show y'all boys. So Russell was in the lab. You could tell he was in the lab. He wasn't just sitting there not doing nothing. My man was in the lab getting better so that when his time came and Coach Tomlin called his number, that he was out there and ready. And boy, was he ready. He was out there lighting it up. This looked like the Russell Wilson of old. That arm is still there. That high arcing ball is still there. He was hitting his receivers on stride. He throwing a back shoulder fake. This was at full display of Russell Wilson. So I got to give him his props and his credit for that. So salute to you. I ain't going to give too much more props because it's still a lot more season left and you could fall off a cliff or you could turn into a pumpkin. So we're going to see what happened, Russell.
Which I don't think so.
Mr. Sierra, we're going to see why I'm going with that. But yeah, that's it as far as the games that we're going to review. Now, all throughout this season, we've been tallying up our wins and we make picks every single show. Every show we sit here and we predict and tell you who we think is going to win, who you think is going to lose based on who's playing that week. Now, here we are at week number eight coming up. So based on what we've seen between week 1 and week 7, we've tallied up all of the records of yours truly, Brother Anumsi, Q to B, TZ Dave, as well as our guests, Diesel, Pressure, Kev, LP. Salute to Kelvo too. We got your numbers coming too. But let's go ahead and take a look at where we stand right now as far as who know what they talking about, who's been right, who's been wrong. I want to tell y'all, I ain't got the greatest record in the world, but I ain't the worst either. So, without further ado, cue the beat, run the bomba cloud list. Let's see what we're looking at right now.
All right, let's get it. All right, so we're just gonna do the overall for what we got now. We still got this more tallying up because some people ain't turn everything in.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's work with what we got.
Let's see what's on the floor.
All right. So we got Pressure. We're gonna start right there. Pressure overall record. We have 60-38, which is not bad.
60-38 for Pressure. Yo, Pressure, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad. Numsy.
Okay.
Got you at 60-31.
Okay, 60-31. I ain't mad at that. I told y'all I wasn't the worst. I ain't the worst. All right, 60-31.
All right. TZ Dave. We got you at 57-23, the lowest losing record on there.
Okay.
So got the
all
lowest
right, TZ. Way to come through, young TZ.
Yours truly, my record is 54-37.
Okay.
All right, and then we're missing Diesel. I sent you Diesel, right?
Yeah.
What was this total?
Diesel. Let's see what we got for Mr. Diesel. Diesel, 57-23.
Yep, there we go. 57-23. Him and TZ Dave are tied.
Okay. So you tied Diesel with TZ Dave.
Now we still got to do some tallying because we're missing like a couple of weeks from a few people. But next week we're gonna do the tally of everybody.
All right.
So that's gonna be the overall record for the halfway because that's gonna be the midpoint through the season. So everybody, get your stuff. Let's get your stuff.
So Kev, that's you. Hey, yo, Kev, we gonna be getting your numbers up here next week. LP. Your number's gonna be here next week. Kelvo, your number's gonna be here next week. So y'all see what y'all up against already. You already see what kind of numbers we putting up here at the Sports Time Zone. So let's see what y'all numbers look like next week when we run everybody list and everybody's numbers. So shout out to everybody who's sending in picks. And for y'all at home, if y'all want to get in on this too, I'll throw your list, I'll throw your rankings in there too, and I'll shout you out.
Yeah.
Everybody at home who want to be a part of that, Drop
Yes,
drop your
sir. Yes,
picks
sir.
in the comments. Drop it in my inbox. Drop it wherever. Just make sure y'all get it to us before the week's games start. So that's what we looking at. That's what we standing right now. All right. Now, looking at week 8. Week 8 is right on the horizon. Cue the beat. Let's keep this train moving. Let's look at our week 8 schedule and let's go on and run the Bomber Clyde list.
You know what it is.
Who y'all got?
Who y'all got? Let's
Yes, sir.
get it.
Let's see what's going on.
First game. Thursday night football. We got the Rams taking the Vikings at home. Let's get it. Who y'all got?
I'm going Minnesota.
I will second that at Minnesota.
Clean sweep on that. Let's get it. All right, we're going to go to 12 o'clock to the right. Let's go to the right. Packers and the Jags. I would say this would be an easy game, but the Jags coming off a victory.
Yeah, I still like the Packers. I'm going with Green Bay. I'm going with Jordan Love. You got to think that hard about it, TZ. It's that hard to think about the Jags versus the Packers
because you got to. It's the principles. I think Jags probably found a little bit momentum, but I'm gonna go to Packers. I'm gonna still stick with the Packers.
Clean sweep. All right, Cardinals, Dolphins.
Is Tua coming back?
Not yet, huh?
There's talk that Tua might come back, but I can't go based off of mights and maybes and what ifs. So I'm just gonna assume that he is coming back, and I'm taking my Dolphins at home against the Cardinals.
Who the Dolphins picked last week? Who they just lose to last? Oh, that was a Colts.
Indy.
They lost to the Patriots last week.
No, we lost to the Colts. It was the Indianapolis Colts.
What's it called? Yeah.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Okay, good call. Good call.
Long Ranger. I'm going with Kyler Murray. And I'm going with the Cardinals, bro. I got to go with the Cardinals.
All right, going with Zona. All right,
Jets and the Patriots.
The Jets better beat the Patriots. They better. They had better beat the Patriots. I got the Jets. I got the Jets in that game.
I'm gonna go Jets too, man. They got to get a dub now. They doing all this extra adding teammates, and they still ain't playing good. Aaron Rodgers got to step up. He hasn't been looking good. So I'm gonna go Jets.
Should be a clean sweep.
Clean sweep, Jets.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt
Ravens, Browns.
Ravens,
clean sweep. I think I answered that one.
Yeah, you already know that's a clean sweep. We going with the Ravens.
Now this one right here is gonna scratch your head a little bit. Eagles and the Bengals. Saquon looked amazing.
You going with the Bengals?
I'm going Bengals.
I'm going Philly.
I'm going Philly.
Lone Ranger, TZ.
Lone Ranger.
TZ.
Colts and the Texans. Let's get it.
Ooh.
Texans.
I'm going with the Texans because they coming off a disappointing L, and I think they're going to be out for blood. Like, these boys coming back with a vengeance. I'm going with the Texans, too.
At the crib.
Texans. Clean sweep.
Hey,
don't let me down, Texans. Come on.
So that's a clean sweep. All right, let's run it.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
Lions.
This should be a clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Detroit.
Here we go. Falcons. Bucks.
Ooh, that's going to be a good game.
Evans might be out.
Yeah, it looks like
he
did.
And Godwin's out too.
He did something to his hamstring. I'm going with the Dirty Birds.
I'm going Falcons.
Me too. Clean sweep on the Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons, ATL, stand up. Shout out to all my ATL folks. We just picked your squad. So next up.
Saints, Chargers.
Chargers.
The Saints ain't looking too good right now.
Clean
Still
sweep.
no
Chargers.
Derek Carr. Still no Chris Olave. Rasheed is out the rest of the year.
He out. Yep.
Yeah,
Clean sweep Chargers.
Bills, Seahawks. Ooh.
Mm.
In Seattle.
I'm going with the Seahawks on this one.
I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna piggyback too. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
Clean sweep. Seahawks.
Clean sweep Seattle. Y'all make
Y'all
us
let
look
us
good
down.
in Seattle.
Bears. Commanders.
No Jaden McDaniels.
Oh, he's
No
out.
Jaden Daniels.
They got Marcus Mariota. He actually
do.
played decent though. He played
did.
really good.
The Bears still have the worst offensive line in football.
I'm
And
going
they on-
Commanders.
Yeah,
I think they got enough running game that they can beat the Bears.
I think I'm gonna go with you. I'm going with you, Q. I'm going with the Commanders too. Even without their phenom rookie quarterback, I'm going with the Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got along. All right. Clean
I'm
sweep.
going
He thought about it. Chiefs, Raiders, Chiefs all day.
Chiefs.
We can just hit clean sweep. I know you just going with
7-0, man. We're going for that 7-0, man.
Yeah, but he think we gotta lose at one point.
Not to the Raiders.
Not to the Raiders. But we did lose last year to the
That's why we not playing with them.
What you got, Nupsy?
I'm going with I'll go. Is that Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take KC. Because I'm tired of picking against them and them beating me. So yeah, I gotta go with Kansas City. I'm going Kansas City Chiefs on that.
All right, Panthers, Broncos. We all got
Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
yeah, clean sweep. We getting a lot of clean sweeps on this one. 49ers, Cowboys. Brock Purdy mad.
49ers. Let's go, party. We need a redemption game. You did not play good last week.
Yeah, and the Cowboys just notoriously do not play well against the 49ers. They just don't. The 49ers always seem to have the Cowboys number, and they playing in San Francisco. I'm going with the 49ers on this one.
I think Debo should be back too. They at least had Debo back.
And Debo's back. If Debo's playing, then I definitely like San Francisco. Plus, man, Jerry Jones is just doing too much right now. I don't think the squad even wants to win for him. They trying to lose on purpose just to spite him. So I got the 49ers.
Q?
49ers.
49ers. All right. Next game.
All right, last game, Monday Night Football, 7:15. Steelers at home against the Giants.
Steelers.
Yeah. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson is back. Yo, he's doing his thing. The Giants are trash. Daniel Jones still is the worst quarterback in all of football. So with all of that being said, I definitely got the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game.
I'm going to pick the Giants to lose. I go with the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Steelers.
He tried to
He said the Giants to lose.
The Giants are trash. They know it, man. They know it. That's why Saquon did what he did to show y'all, man, you paid the wrong dude. So I hope they lose every game from this point out. So that's it. That's our picks.
That's our picks, ladies and gentlemen. So now you have it. Those are our official week number 8 picks for the Sports Time Zone. Y'all stamp it, y'all, screenshot it, whatever y'all want to do. But we're gonna hold each other to the fire on these lists, and then next week we're gonna look at where everybody record is on that.
Mm-hmm.
So some good games on the slate. So we're gonna see some real good action, and we're gonna see who knows what they're talking about and who don't. So now that we got that out the way, this is what I like to call my favorite part of the show. At the Sports Time Zone, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to entertain you. We're also here to break down numbers and show off our sports expertise. But above all else, we're here to educate. The whole purpose of the Time Zone is to educate and entertain. So in education, we like to present to y'all players that you may not be too familiar with, depending on what generation or what era you come from. And we also like to highlight a historic player every single week. And this week's history player of the week is none other than the answer himself. Virginia's own, Philadelphia 76ers own, also played for the Denver Nuggets, but none other than the answer, Allen Iverson. So
lethal crossover.
The most lethal. Talk to him, Dave. Talk to him, TZ. Let him know.
Yeah.
Let him know. So without further ado, cue the beat with the jersey, with the Iverson 3 jersey up in the camera. Run the bomba clot list and run the thing right now. Show these boys.
One of my favorite players of all time.
Let's get it.
My favorite player, one of my favorite players of all time, Allen Iverson. Let's get
Me
it.
too, especially point guard.
He play defense, play offense. He do it all.
Look at it. Oh my
God.
goodness. Look at that. Is that John Stockton? Did he just cross over the great John?
Lay him.
Look at that. Look at that. Watch
Hold
how
on, look at
smooth
this
it is.
setup. Who that is? Wait, hold on. Pause it. Freeze it right there. We
Oh
got.
my God, that's the cross right there. It's coming right there.
He got Karl Malone and Stockton, the two
Here it
best
comes to the
players
right.
in Utah Jazz history. The two greatest Utah Jazz players in the history of their game are both locked in and laser focused on Allen Iverson right here. And here's why. Run it, Q.
I'm about to get ice. Lay him.
Took the
Oh my
body
God,
contact.
lay off the
Could've been
glass.
an and one. Look at Mutombo. Rest in peace, Mutombo with the rebound. Gets it to AI. Reverse layup. This is filthy, ladies and gentlemen. Look how Allen Iverson brought it from one side to the
Oh,
next.
Vince. Hold on, Vince Carter.
Lay him.
How tall was Iverson, Q?
6 foot at the most.
6 foot. And that's what standing in some
And shoot.
yo.
He probably 5'10",
On the
5'9".
dude,
really.
he might be really closer to 5'10", but you know, in the NBA, they boost your height a little bit.
Too. But the dude was only $160.
Soaking wet, taking all that contact.
Hold on,
getting
Reggie.
into the basket.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that. He was doing Euro steps before they was really even fashionable. Here he is against the Lakers. Oh, this is the one right here. This is the one. This is the one.
Oh,
Sit down, Tyronn Lue.
Lou.
Sit down.
And he stepped over.
One more time, Q. Please. Can I
Come on, coach.
that one more time?
Uh,
Oh man. Oh, come on. Don't do him like that. That's Coach Tyronn Lue, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sit down. And then he looked up right in front of it. Look at Horace Grant. Look what
Get on up,
What is-
brother.
they
what is
can't
Horace
believe.
Grant saying to Tyronn Lue right here? What did he say?
Get on up, brother. Ain't nobody saw it.
Hey, AI had lethal, man. He had heart.
Did he? Oh, look at that.
my God.
Behind the this is ridiculously filthy. The best way to describe Iverson is like, I don't know, man. Iverson, and he was a point guard coming out of college, but he could play the 2 also. He played the 1 and the 2. Imagine a 2
Hey,
guard
bro.
at 6 feet tall. Good.
Man. That's the thing.
He
Imagine
can-
if he was at least 6'3", bro.
Yeah, for
I
real.
mean, Steph Curry taller than this dude. I mean,
Exactly.
Everybody taller than this person.
That puts that into
Hey,
perspective.
the right hand on the left hand side.
And he did win the MVP one year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yep.
And
Absolutely.
took his team to the finals.
Took his team to the finals and got a game off of the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
He could also pass the ball.
Man, he a goat, man.
Yeah, shout out and salute Allen Iverson, man.
Yeah.
Like, for those of y'all who don't know about Allen Iverson, look at that. His passing
Look,
ability
you
was
should.
crazy.
You don't know who Allen Iverson is. You sleeping under a rock your
Yeah,
whole life.
you had to be under a rock or something. Something like that. Here we go. Allen Iverson off to the races.
Oh yeah, throw the loop. Hey,
Look at that. Yeah, man. Iverson, his game was so multifaceted, but he was really a scorer. And then not only that, let's not forget, he was a high school quarterback. A lot of people don't know that. Allen
was
Iverson
cold.
was a quarterback in high school. who could have easily gotten a football scholarship, but he chose to play basketball and go to Georgetown. He was one and done.
Oh my
Come
God,
on,
that's
Sam.
Sit down, Sam. So
okay,
yeah, ladies
hold
and
me.
gentlemen, Allen
You can't
Iverson.
hold me.
Allen Iverson, y'all.
And he could stretch out and hit the 3 ball too.
He just
he was great.
his game was phenomenal. I don't know if we'll see.
So
I don't know if we'll see another Iverson, man, but that was Allen Iverson. For those of y'all who've never seen him play, don't know anything about Iverson, salute to Allen Iverson in our History Player of the Week. So y'all lay around for it, continue to watch, and we're going to continue to educate y'all about some of these historic players that y'all may not have seen, or maybe some of y'all have seen them, but just forgot how great they were. So that's why we're here, and that's why we're doing it here at the Sports Time Zone. Now, we've come to the final segment of the show, and we're trying to get this in and get it out because it's a really good game going on, and we want to watch and see what happens with the rest of this NBA game between the Celtics and the New York Knicks. So here we come to our 2-minute turn-up segment of the show. This is the last 2 minutes for each of us, so we're gonna give y'all last little 2-minute parting words, and we're just gonna go from there. So let me start this thing off, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be real quick with my 2 minutes, but I got to get this off my chest. I gotta say this. I've been really disturbed about the way the Cleveland Browns fans, as well as fans around the league, have been reacting to Deshaun Watson getting injured and carted off the field and having perhaps his season ended. Okay, to watch the fans, and what y'all can't even call yourselves fans, but to watch some of you, there's some other words I want to use, but I can't because I don't want to lose our YouTube account. But y'all out there cheering for this man who just got hurt. Now, I understand he ain't been playing that well, and as a fan, you're frustrated. But you never applaud a man getting injured or hurt or having his livelihood taken away from him. This is how he supports his family. This is how he supports himself. This is how he feeds himself. And beyond that, it's just immorally wrong. So what I've been seeing online and what I've been hearing from a lot of fans around that's getting happy and excited that a brother is hurt, that a brother is getting carted off, that is unacceptable. As fans, you need to be ashamed of yourself. And I've noticed one thing about what most of these fans have in common that have been doing this. Now, I'm not going to play the race card because that's not what I'm here to do. But I have noticed that it's people of a certain complexion who have been taking pride and taking happiness and poking jokes and fun at a brother for getting injured on the field. And y'all got a special place in HE double hockey sticks. Y'all got a special place down in the fiery infernos, in the depths of the earth. That's where y'all belong. You don't belong on this earth. You don't belong breathing the same air as us. Y'all are horrible individuals and despicable people. So when I see racist comments about Deshaun and I see certain fans and groups laughing and poking fun at this man, stop it. Y'all stop it, because it's ridiculous. And this is where we have come as a country and as a people. And this is the way that y'all are showing y'all true colors. And I'm watching y'all. I'm watching all y'all. And nah, I'm not going to be quiet about it because it's disrespectful. It's racist. And it's just wrong. Overall, it's just wrong. And I couldn't be quiet about it. So, Cleveland, y'all got to collectively hold this L for the way that y'all treated and have talked and laughed and joked and cheered for Deshaun Watson getting hurt. I don't want to say no more because I'm getting worked up about it, but I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'm going to turn it over to my brother, TZ Dave. Go ahead and give us your 2-minute turn up for the night. I'm good.
Let me just say, I am so happy that my favorite sport is back, NBA, man. Let's get it, man. No room for my same teams I always root for, man. Nobody else, man. I got the Bucks and Warriors, my babies, man. Shout out to them. Let's do it, man. They both going to the finals. Moving forward, the WNBA season is over. Shout out to the New York Liberty. They have secured the championship in a controversial big Game 5 victory. So that's big for them. Shout out to them. And to myself, man, let's get this money. Continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to just be humble, stay down till you come up,
That's right.
and that's it. Come on, 2 minutes.
That's what's up. Cue the beat. Take us home.
UT, we got to get it together. Took that L, man, to Georgia. How we get 2 picks and still can't score. Man, our offense, I don't know what we was doing. We was experimenting with I don't know what we were doing. The offense, defense, y'all held it down. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. We got to turn it up if we trying to get to that shit. We already took an L, so it don't look good. But we still in it because everybody already took an L too. I think it's like 2 undefeated teams left that really matter that can make it. So come on with it, Texas. Let's get it, man. Also, I'm with you on the Browns, Noomsy. Man, that was just straight disrespectful. I ain't never seen nobody cheer or no fans.
I agree too. I
get hate, man. That's just totally, man. That's out of line. That's out of line. We have never cheered for somebody to be hurt on the ground with a Achilles injury.
You deserve it is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's beyond imaginable. Like the dude cried, man. The dude cried rolling on the court. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that. And then it's an Achilles injury, so we really don't know how his return or if he ever gonna play again with them type of injuries. So
yeah,
hope you get well, Deshaun. Man, don't worry about what nobody say, bro. Just go ahead and do your thing, bro. Prayers out to Deshaun and his family. Y'all keep getting it, keep moving.
Prayers up, man. Prayers up, Deshaun Watson. We want to see you make a full recovery with those Achilles, just like Q2B said. We don't know, man. This could be his career. This could be the last time we've seen Deshaun Watson on a football field, especially with all the other off the field stuff that's swirling and going on with him. So I want to see brothers win, man. I want to see brothers win. I want to see brothers do well. So Deshaun Watson, if you're watching, or any of your people watching, Sports Time Zone supports and backs you. So that's yours truly, brother Noomsy, Q2B, and TZ Dave. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we got today. We about to get into this NBA action right now. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in and keep staying tuned. We're going to be right back at y'all again next week with our Week 8 recap. And then we're going to go over some of these NBA action. We're going to talk a little bit about the play-in teams that we predict who's going to be the play-in teams in the NBA. We already gave y'all our 6 playoff teams. Now we're going to talk about who's going to be those play-in teams. It's going to get real interesting. And we got next week, we got my man Pressure. Pressure's going to be back on the show with us next week. So look forward to having you here. But that's it. That's all the time we got. I'm yours truly, brother. Guys,
Q2B.
All right. And this is the Sports Time Zone, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe, and show love.
And follow us on Instagram, sports_zone.
You know it.
Deuces.